Hello everyone, Merry Meet, and welcome to the tarot part. This is a weekly tarot reading that I do along with the astrology, and honestly I haven't got the astrology done quite yet, but it's going to be an interesting one to say the least. So we're going to do our tarot reading really quick and see what the cards have for us. I am using Witch's Tarot deck, and I believe it's by Ellen Dugan. I believe that's who it is. This is one of my favorite decks to use. I do have other decks, and I guess one day I need to sit down. I owe y'all a few tarot reviews. So, we're going to talk about our current situation, the challenges or obstacles that may be presenting themselves, our advice and help that's coming, and emerging energy or the outcome. And then we're going to talk about the underlying energy. So, got these cards. Six of Pentacles. King of Cups. The Moon. And the Hangman. And the card on the bottom of the deck is the Three of Swords. Now, we'll talk about that one in a minute, because first I want to address some of this. The Six of Pentacles, six is it's a nurturing number, and you'll see the man here, and he looks like he's handing some coins to the children in a playful kind of way, but he's sharing with them, he's giving to them. And currently, this is saying that some of you may be giving too much of yourself. You may be coming out of that place of giving too much of yourself. The thing about this card is we need to understand about the give and take of energy and how that works. There is a flow that works. So we have to really think about that. Are we, and it's not always going to be a complete balance. Sometimes you will give more to others and they will give more to you, and so forth. But this is talking about always giving and never getting anything back. So, and I feel this because of how this is going. We have our challenges is the King of Cups. Now, the King of Cups, he's sitting there mighty proud on his shell throne there. And I want you to see how the wave is lapping up there. So this is saying there's also dolphins in the back. So this is about listening to your intuition and listening to that advice, your inner guidance that's coming. It seems that you have done something that has, because this is in our challenge section area. So this is saying to me that there's something that you're not listening to your intuition about. And if you'll see how he's sitting here, he's looking like he is determined. Now, cups are our emotions, it's our dreams. And when the water that's lapping up, this is not, this is not calm water. This is a little rough. So it is about something that, you've been emotional about and you wasn't listening to your inner voice, to your intuition about. So let me go through here and I'm going to close it all. I'm going to read through this a little bit more. So this one is in your advice, and this is the Moon. And the Moon card, I really love this card because it tells us that, there's something that has been hidden that is coming to the light. And this can also mean for someone that, you know, you see that this is supposed to be Hecate, and those are her dogs. This is the torch. She's the torch bearer. Her keys are on her belt. And we are in a waning moon here. So this is telling us that there is something that has been hidden, and it's coming into the light. With many of you, you really need to learn to follow your soul's calling. And I want to address what that means, because a lot of people will hear, you know, what does that mean, my soul's calling? What are you pulled to do? Is there something that ignites your passion? Is there something that gets your blood going? That is your passion. You know, are you being called to do something else other than what you're doing? Or do you not know? And many times that could be the case. You don't know. But from this is really saying that you need to follow that, your spiritual path, something that is guiding you. Your soul is guiding you down. It's a journey. And this can go into like a journey of, you know, figuring out who you are. And through this right here, this is telling me that this is where we're going. Now, the emerging energy or the outcome is the Hangman. So, you know, this is saying that, you know, it's going to take a minute. Odin hung from the tree and lost an eye to receive the runes. And I do understand there's more to that myth, but this is the gist of it. That's an entirely different video. But here with the Hangman, this is telling us that we need to look at things a little bit differently, because we're missing something. We're missing something. Things aren't ready to be worked out. There's something that we're having to wait on. And with the underlying energy here is the Three of Swords. So this is saying there's a choice that needs to be made. That is a highly emotional choice. It is two things that you are emotionally connected to. The heart here, as they're stabbing into the heart, this means that it's going to affect you deeply. So this is a choice that needs to be made. This could be, honestly, with the King of Cups here, this could be more of, some of you may be walking away from a relationship. Maybe some of you have already done that, but you're just, you know, you're in that back and forth kind of place, or you're, you know, missing the person, that sort of thing. But what have you, there is something that you are emotionally connected to that is keeping you back from doing what you need to do. So in order to follow your path, you're going to have to make some hard decisions. And it seems like these decisions have been coming up a lot, because it does feel, and I'm going to talk about this in astrology, it does feel how, you know, we are kind of lost in that sense of comfort, and we can do that. Right here, the Six of Coins. This could be us giving out. You know, this is reciprocal. This is, you know, this is healing energy too. You could really be helping someone, and maybe you did. Maybe you started out really helping someone that was starting over. Okay. You know, or maybe that you had a relationship with someone that was helping you start over, and now it just kind of feels like that's too much. We could go there, but for me, I really feel like it's something that something that was a relationship or something that was healing to you, but you're giving too much to it. You're not listening. And he's like, I don't know, he's like saying, would you please just listen to me? Listen to me. The King of Cups, he is the king. That means he's at his, you know, he's at his pinnacle at where he's at. Of course, he's going to represent water signs like Scorpio and Cancer. And I feel this is more of, this to me with the moon here, this is going to be more of Scorpio type of energy, of something that needs to be realized and needs to be transformed. So, yeah, we really need to look at our place in our life, and we really need to work at making sure that we are really and truly listening to our intuition. We need to follow our own insight and our own guidance. We need to walk our own spiritual path, and, turn to your spiritual path when you are also in doubt, because that does help you. That really does help you. Also, right now, there's no clear outcome, as you're going to need to look at things in a different perspective in order to get great clarity. There is, you need to look at this in a totally different light in order to really see what's going on here. It was Einstein that said that you can't solve a problem with the same mind that invented the problem. I think it goes something like that, but that's what I'm saying. You need to have, notice he's upside down. He's upside down, and he's adjusting his head. He's adjusting his head. So there could be some new insights that's coming to you, and I would say this would be around the new moon, because this is a waning moon. So around the new moon coming, you could have some new insights that could help you make the decision that you need to make with the Three of Swords. It's not going to be easy, and sometimes things do, they do hurt. Our hearts do break sometimes, and we may like what we do, and we may feel really connected to that, but we're feeling pulled to do something else, to go somewhere, and to be something greater, because that's what we're here to do. We're here to be the highest expressions of who we can be. And in order to, really have that clarity and to be able to listen to our intuition, we have to. And I want to show you here, he's got that light. That means he's getting enlightened. Enlightened. This means that, clarity will come to you. And I do believe, like I said, it'll be the new moon. Be very emotional time. But, healing is very much needed with that. So anyway, that is it with the reading, the tarot part. Let me pull an oracle card. And of course, I'll use my Divine Feminine deck here and see what the Divine Feminine has to say for us. It's a pretty interesting reading we just got there. And, do realize these are general readings. If you would like a personal reading, I can refer you to someone. Right now, I am not taking personal readings. I'm focusing on other things. I've got a lot going on in my life right now, as well as we're getting ready for the IPMA Awards, the music awards. They're going to be up in Ohio this year in July. If y'all follow me, then you know that we do the International Pagan Music Awards every year. And this year we are going to be in Starwood, and they're going to be hosting our event. And we're going to have a fun time up there. So yeah, come out and see us up there. It's ipaganma.org. So, all right, we have two very interesting ladies that are joining us. And this is Mary of Nazareth. This is the Mother of God. It says, I am blessed. My courage gives birth to the divine. Oh, wow. That's a beautiful card. To the Sacred Heart. And then we have White Buffalo Calf Woman, the prophetess of the sacred way. My heart is a compass. The path of love is true abundance. Oh my goodness, guys. This is this is giving me chills here. Because when we're reading these two cards with this, The thing about giving birth is that, and for any of you that have given birth, you know that it takes a lot of energy. And maybe, maybe you're a man, you've witnessed a woman giving birth. You know that it takes a lot of energy out of you to give birth, to push that baby into the world. It's a lot of work. But it's a short time. It's a time of gestation. We have these few weeks of gestation where we are growing this new life inside of us. And then when it's time, the baby will come. My doctor told me it's like when the apple is ripe, it will fall. And that's exactly right. And she's saying that I am blessed. My courage gives birth to the divine. And if you know Mary's story, she kind of went against, the Christianized story. She went against, she was a little bit different, right? She was in the Christian story, it states that she was a virgin, and it states that, she was impregnated by God. And, this was, and her and Joseph, this was before they were married. So she was kind of like an outsider. The way that story is told is that they were outsiders. And when she did have Jesus, when he was born, it was in a manger and not in a place to stay. Now, this is going in the divine way that you think that you are being called, that your soul is being called to do. All of these stars here, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 13 stars there. And it looks like it appears that they are going around, but I don't know, this is kind of like a circle. And she's dressed in white, so this is a purity. And the Sacred Heart, and she has this crown. This is an older crown, like a Christian type crown. And the cross is there. Now, the cross means different things. When it's equaled armed, it is used for protection, but it also means great wisdom. With the light around her, this is meaning that she is blessed. And, this is the enlightened. So this is telling you that you have the ability to create wonderful things, to invent, to build many things in your life. But you have to work on it. You have to feed it. You have to nurture it. And you have to take care of it in order to have it, be birthed. Now, the prophetess of the sacred way, the white buffalo calf woman, my heart is a compass. The path of love is true abundance. And this is telling you that the way that you are going to truly find that happiness and that abundance in your life is following that. I don't want to say too much of following the heart, because we do need to use our logic at times. But this is about following that inner pulling, seeing what you're here to do. Have you ever asked yourself, what is your purpose here? That is the great question. And doing the great work is, figuring that out. And here, you see all of these beautiful it looks like there is a moon behind her and the teepees, but the way this is, there's not a book that came with these cards. So, I do like to read the artist and author's explanation, because they tell you what all of the symbolism is. So I can go with, I just go with the symbolism that I know. So from here, we see that, she's the teepees back here. That is sacred to her. Her family, what is her values. This to me looks like a moon, so that is about listening and following her intuition. Her third eye here is a little lit. Her eyes are marked, meaning that she is clear-sighted. She knows exactly where she's going. And we see wheat that's coming out here. I do believe that's what that is. Like I said, I don't know if that's a teepee, but it looks a little different. She is carrying something here. It looks like a peace pipe. Again, I could be wrong, but from what I am feeling from this card here, she is definitely telling us that we need to sit down and connect with ourselves, go into some meditation, to really listen. Mary received a message from an angel that was telling her that she was going to give birth to Jesus. So this is it. You know, there's messages that are coming all around us. There's things that are trying to talk to you and trying to get your attention, and you need to quiet yourself. You need to silence your heart and silence your soul and your mind. Ground yourself deep into Mother Earth and listen. There's a lot of goodness here. There's a lot of good energy here, and I do feel that you will all do very well in working with this. Now stay tuned to the astrology part, and I think that this will make more sense because I know what I'm going to talk about. And this is going right into that because I feel the need to really focus on some of the interactions that are happening with our asteroids and things like that. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I appreciate it so much. Please remember to like and follow and subscribe. And if you enjoyed this, please share this video with anyone you think would enjoy it as well. Again, I appreciate you so much, and I hope that you have a wonderful day and merry part till we merry meet again. I'll see you next week.